Well, hello there. Listen, I did a vision board last year, 2020. I actually did three, and I looked back over one of my vision boards, and it was called my Love Vision Board because I wanted to see not if the things that I had posted had come into fruition or manifested, but I actually just one day looked at it before coming into 2021 and I said, what did I learn from that vision board? And so I want to tell you this, and I'm going to read the things that I wrote down that I learned. When I put my intention and desire out there, God began to deal with me first. Okay. So, people, I want to tell you that we can create a vision board, but the Bible says that many are the plans of man, but God directs them all. Okay. But hear me when I say, I put my intention and desire out there. God began to deal with me and prepare me for that desire. He taught me how to date, how to wait, and how to walk away without wasting my time or someone else's time. Because once again, this was my love vision board. And on my vision board, I had that I would be getting married, that I would be dating, that I would be vacationing with my significant other, all of that. Okay. The next thing that I learned is this: a lady in waiting doesn't always have to be prim, proper, and poised. Sometimes while waiting, you can look a hot mess. But as you focus on God and allow Him to teach you how to wait, you become poised in His grace. Let me say this to you guys. I looked a mess. I looked a mess in my wait over the past. I'm a divorcee. I've been divorced for 14 years. And I've dated sporadically, but I did not know how to date. I'm going to be honest with you. And I hated the title girlfriend because I had been a wife before. I had to get comfortable with that. And I also had to learn that there's a process to get to engagement and being married again. But I had to first be healed. So I was looking a hot mess because my waiting was looking a hot mess because there were areas of my life where I just was not healed yet. One of those areas was me not wanting to be a girlfriend. How can you become a fiance and a wife if you aren't going to be a girlfriend? There's a process, there's steps. Don't try to step over steps. Take one step at a time. It's safer that way. Okay? The vision of love is just that, because that was the name of my vision board, the Vision of Love 2020 vision. The vision of love is just that. It's a vision. And in order to make it materialize, you have to go through the process. Once again, there I am again talking about the process. And oftentimes we focus on the destination. I was. I was focusing on that endpoint. I was focusing on, this is what I want. I want to be married again. And I did not care for the journey that was going to get me to the destination. And so I loathe the journey. But over the course of this past year, the Lord has taught me how to enjoy the journey. And so it has caused me to slow down and learn more about myself. So on my way to the destination, I'm enjoying the journey. The next thing I learned is this: in order to be married, you have to be in love. You should be. In order to fall in love, you have to make a connection with someone. In order to make a connection, you have to let your guard down and be vulnerable. In order to be vulnerable, you have to risk getting hurt. But also get healed. Walk through healing. That way, you'll risk getting hurt, but you're healed. So you'll be okay. You will, I promise you. The heart heals. The heart mends itself. It does. Get healed from your hurts, from the past, from the pains from the past, because you want to present yourself the best you that you can to your intended person, right? So get hurt, I apologize, get healed from the hurts of the past, okay? And then I believe you can begin to fall in love. But here's the biggest. In order to fall in love, you must first realize that you are infinitely and eternally loved by God, your Father. Infinitely and eternally. There's nothing that you can do to ever upset him. He loves you eternally, beyond time. The Lord will teach you how to receive love and give you love by teaching you how to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you are more than capable of truly loving another person. It's so very imperative that you come into a relationship not looking for love from another person, especially for them to love you more than you love yourself. Come in whole and healed and knowing that you're infinitely loved by God, but also that you love yourself. And then you will be so open and receptive to love that that person has for you, that that love is just going to be so dynamic and so drawing and so magnetic that the only thing that you all can do is build on that love, okay? Know that you deserve to be loved in a healthy manner, and you should give that thing back, reciprocate that. Healthy manner, in a healthy manner. Love doesn't hurt. And what I mean by hurt is love doesn't hurt physically. It doesn't harm you. It doesn't harm you mentally. It doesn't harm you economically. And those are different forms of abuse that I'm speaking of. Love is caring, it's kind, it's patient. It doesn't think about itself, it thinks about the other person. So know that you deserve to be loved, and you deserve to be loved in a healthy way. Someone putting you down is not love. You deserve, the Lord said that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Believe that. And believe that God has someone who is going to love you. And let me say this, wait. If you feel like your biological clock is ticking, if you feel like it's never going to happen, if you feel like, Lord, did you run out of people for me? Is it ever going to happen? Let me tell you all something. I'm 52, about to be 53. I've been single for 13 years, and I'm learning how to date and be in a relationship. But I know that I'm greatly and deeply loved by God, and I love myself. And so I will be able to reciprocate that to someone and get that back. And it's a beautiful thing. You're loved and you deserve to be loved in a healthy manner, okay? The other thing that I learned is that you, and this is for the ladies, you are not waiting on someone to choose you. Hear me out. You are not waiting on someone to choose you. It's your choice too. You hear me, ladies? Society has taught us the Cinderella story of happily ever after. She went and waited for the prince to choose her. But you know what, ladies? We have a choice. We do. You can choose whether you want this person and not have to wait to figure out if he wants you, or wait and see if he wants you. It's your choice too, okay? And don't get caught up thinking that I have to wait on him. The Bible says, he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtains favor of the Lord. Listen, when he chooses you, he's choosing a good thing and he's getting favor. But also know that it's your choice too. So please don't feel bogged down like you're waiting on this person. Because if you ever, ladies, if you ever get to the point like you feel like you're waiting on him to make that decision, you may want to take a step back and see, first of all, is he worth the wait? And then have that dialogue with that person. But it's also your choice too, okay? And then the last thing that my vision board taught me was that Love is the greatest force in the earth. And it's a healer. It's a balm. It is. And so when you take all of that into your next relationship, your dating, your courtship, and then your marriage, it's life-changing. It changes your life. It changes your partner's life, but it also changes your world around you, okay? So I'm going to also create a vision of love for 2021. And stay tuned. Bye-bye.